ready? This is the spirit of Richard Nixon on loan from hell, where Satan is chewing on my skull. Oh no, he's chewing on my skull. Go, go, go. I said he's chewing on my skull. Oh, I'm chewing on my skull. Here we go. Hey, brother. This is the price I pay for doing a Perry Logan show. Perry gets to play. Perry's bass player Bob gets to play. But it's worth it to get out of having my skull chewed constantly by Satan, which is my eternal fate. But I would like to thank Perry Logan for naming a show after me, or at least, we know it's not me. We know it's not me. And one of the things that made me truly lousy was my secrecy, which the current president shares, my sneakiness, which, in Perry Logan's opinion, duplicates that of the current president, the subject of this show. It's called One Lousy President. I hope you're following. And he persecuted whistleblowers, which is the worst thing a government can do. Small wonder I, Richard Nixon, am having my skull chewed off forever, right? Or, as the Hindus say, am I the spirit of Richard Nixon undergoing thousands of rebirths as a tapeworm, my mouth attached to the bowel of some unfortunate person? Oh, God! Oh. That's worse than having my skull chewed on by Satan. Anyway, Perry said I could dance a sexy hoochie coo at the end of his show. No, I'm sorry. It's not up to you. So here I go. Richard Nixon. I said I'm one lousy president. You can grunt along if you want. That's me. Grunting at the fact that I was one lousy president, partly because I did something your current president is doing even more of, going after the heroes of our country, the whistleblowers. Hey, going after whistleblowers, now that's one lousy president. Go! Richard Nixon, sexy king. I'm Richard Nixon and I'm singing for you. Okay, Nixon, back to hell with you.
And now, once again, straight from a sellout show at the Copacabana, Austin's premier master of magic and prestidigitation, who knew Perry Logan. Ha ha ha! Ho ho ho!
We've got a one lousy president, hey hey hey. One lousy president, hey hey hey. Hey, we've got one lousy president, hey hey hey. A one lousy president, hey hey hey. Now you, we've got one lousy president, hey hey hey. I said now you, goddammit. Okay, keep it going now. One lousy president, hey hey. I think we have a motif here, baby. One lousy president, hey hey hey. Okay, now I've got to get back from the camera because they told me, or rather threatened me by anonymous email, that they would zap me severely if I didn't get back from the camera, okay? They told me they would zap me if I didn't get back. Oh, too much prestidigitation. Huh. Okay. Okay, everybody, return unto your bodies, okay? In preparing to do a show called One Lousy President, in which I am going to try to name no names. Well, that would be what you'd have to call a mean trick. And mean tricks, I promise you, are very characteristic of the one lousy president. Perhaps we can call him Ope. All right, well then, Ope. One characteristic of an Ope campaign is dirty tricks. I'm a witness. I will testify in any court in the land.
I believe we're dissolving into a court. Yes, we are. We're dissolving into a courtroom scene.
Your Honor, I, Perry Logan, am a witness to the nastiness of the one lousy president who's now serving his term. Ha. Well, anyway, I just wanted to mention that. In any case, I, in preparing to do a show in which, let's face it, I'm coming down against a president who is, to give you a clue, okay? This is your first clue as to who this incredibly lousy president could possibly be. He's a Democrat, or says he is, okay? Yes, I've given away a clue. That's what the show's about. One lousy president, okay, but you know you gotta prove it or demonstrate it or evoke it. I'm trying to evoke flavor. Hey, I'm trying to evoke this guy. It's another clue. It's a guy. That narrows it down, doesn't it? Hey. Hey, let's get serious. In preparing to do this show, I thought to myself, how most efficiently, how most quickly, how most emblematically might I express the lousiness of this male Democratic current president, May 19th, 2011. Is that too subtle for you? Okay, I was asking myself, quite seriously, the person I'm talking about, whom I love, is the worst Democrat ever. Is that a clue? Perry thinks he's the worst Democrat ever. Okay, it's another clue. This is too easy, isn't it? Not rocket science, but it is a challenge to me. Now, Perry, now how might I best and most emblematically express the lousiness of this person? And I'm pretty sure you're going to figure out who I'm talking about. Have I mentioned he's running for president right now? I think people think the quiz here is too elementary, but he is running for president. May God help us and save us. Well, that's not against him so much against him personally as against the whole endless campaign thing. That's what I'm talking about. And the Republicans are in kind of an amusing disarray, it has to be said. You know, this really is a time when poor Newt Gingrich, like that noble man. Aww. Newt Gingrich, that noble man, is now kind of like a doormat. The feet of the media rubbing his face. Kind of rubbing his little nudie face off! Not to go psychotic on you, but I thought I would. I told you this was weird. Well, okay, listen. We're going in, okay, we're going in. Okay, now here's what we're gonna do. We are going to climb to the highest peaks of the Himalayas. Oh, we, my friends, are going to climb to the highest peaks. I'll give you that again, the highest peaks. It's hard to say. Of the Himalayas. To ask just, a guru, obviously, okay, what little thing would best express this? And here we go. We're going up the Himalayas. Come on, baby. We're going up the Himalayas.
Play along, will you?
Going up the Himalayas way, brother.
Oh, look at this. We're going up the Himalayas. I guess that's what Perry wants us to believe. Where I really hope we're going to get an answer to this question. Play it, brother.
I notice the air is getting scarce. We need a guru. We need a guru. Who or what will serve us as a guru up here so far from civilization in the Himalayas, but the Buddha himself? Hey,
Good deal. Thank you for risking your lives and climbing the highest peaks of the Himalaya mountains, where the glaciers are now melting due to global warming, by the way, to visit me, the Buddha. I am the spirit of the Buddha, here at the peak of the Himalayas. More accurately, Perry Logan's satiric version of the Buddha, meant in no way to ridicule the real Buddha, whom Perry Logan holds in the highest honor, but a satiric, comedic version of the Buddha, which the real Buddha thinks is funny as the dickens.
Isn't the Perry Logan? He is so right. Woo! Woo!
My friend, simply ask yourself this question and you will understand. Which presidential administration is persecuting whistleblowers worse than any president in history? Worse than Richard Nixon? My son, I, the Buddha, will not tell you the answer to your question. Nor will I, the Buddha, answer your question.
nor I, the Buddha, 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 nor I, the Buddha.
My friend, the answer to your question will come to you as I push you off the Himalaya.
Oh my God, we've been pushed off the Himalayas. Well, that's it, my friends.
Did you know that the current president here on May 19th, 2011, as I plunge from the Himalayas to almost certain death, is persecuting whistleblowers worse than any president in history, worse than Richard Nixon, who had his panties in a wad about whistleblowers.
And yes, I, Richard Nixon, have my panties in a wad about whistleblowers. I love to persecute whistleblowers. It's only one of the many reasons why Satan is chewing on my skull for all eternity. Whoa, 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 no, whoa, no, Satan, this is Richard Nixon. Please stop chewing on my skull. Oh!
No stopping it. Satan kept chewing on Richard Nixon's skull. And yet the skull was always there, renewed constantly unto eternity. Poor Richard Nixon suffering in the deepest depths of Dante's Inferno. Good God, baby! Revelations of truth everywhere in this, another transcendent, ineffable, ineluctable Perry Logan show.
One lousy president.
And
Ladies and gentlemen,
Austin's premier magician or whatever, Perry Logan, is proud to present a magical trick unlike any ever tried. Perry Logan is going to morph into Warren G. Harding. Speaking of lousy presidents, Warren G. Harding, who has a message for America. Ladies and gentlemen, Perry Logan.
oh yeah,
Lousy. Oh, listen, under Clinton, the deficit was being paid off, and under this guy, the deficit is, I think, like growing more than ever. Under Clinton, someone was telling me this guy's just like Clinton. Hi. I'm going to turn into Warren G. Harding, but I'm on the phone. If you would excuse me. With your intrusive stares. What are you, paparazzi? Oh, but listen. The military got smaller under Clinton, and of course it's getting as big as can be under this guy. Clinton did a lot of good things for the environment. Hey, look it up, my friend. Look it up. Bastard, how you look it up, goddammit! Look it up. Clinton did a lot of things for the environment, but this guy's pretty clearly out to destroy it all, right? He's pro-nuke, he's pro-drilling in the Atlantic, which goes beyond even Bush Cheney, all right? Now listen. Oh, it was just the opposite under Clinton. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. The government was getting smaller. People don't even know this. The government was getting smaller under Clinton. What do I have to do to convince you, you bastard? I was doing some shtick. There's an audience here. Whom I hate. My audience. I hate Barry Logan. Hate my audience. They're like leeches on my face. Hey, I'm ambidextrous, okay? Hey, listen. You can go down a list of things that were the opposite under the much maligned Bill Clinton. That this guy, whom Perry thinks is the worst ever, are going the opposite way. I'm sorry, poverty went down under Clinton. It's going up under this guy. You understand? And there is his destructive effect on the Democratic Party. Talk to you later. Hi. You're a good sport, okay? So, here's some magic. Well, everybody hates that trick. What was that? I was doing a riff there with one of my imaginary friends on my imaginary cell phone. That you could, I have a riff about the differences between how things went with Clinton, represented by a star there, and how things are going with this guy that I love personally, but abhor as a politician. Abhor, detest, and execrate as a politician. Abhor and execrate as a politician. Not a personal thing. I was going for a moment of seriousness there and then lost control, but I'm okay now. Quite seriously, it is my intention to never to spread actual hatred of individuals, but ridicule, yes, okay, ridicule. I'm sorry, but ridicule is part of satire, okay? Don't give me that no ridicule thing. Ridicule, okay, and not smearing people, but ridiculing them. Like we're ridiculing Mr. No Name here. What is this show but a ridiculing of one lousy president? In all seriousness, the Perry Logan Show is not intended to be about hatred of a person or anything, but a lot of ridicule of people and groups. These are Jeremiads, okay? This is satire. These are Jeremiads and Philippics. Jeremiads and Philippics. And occasional bouts of ferocity. These are bouts of ferocity. Hey, this is not easy for me, as this person is a Democrat, and it was never my intention to attack Democrats, but along came one lousy Democrat. Yeah. I might just as well have called this show One Lousy Democrat. You need to look into the record of the current administration. They're running for president now. And more clues here for you. They're running for president and already have the record, I believe, for most expensive presidential campaign in U.S. history. And are getting ready to blow that out of the water. And, the Democrats are in a state of intense, I think, overconfidence. But we won't get into that now. In all seriousness, my friends, I do plead to you all, one and all, if you care about your country, would you just look into the record of this unknown president on human rights. Okay? And I kind of held up the example of going after whistleblowers. This administration is going after whistleblowers. Whistleblowers. These are the innocent people who are the heroes of our time. That's all there is to it, okay? Don't give me any lip about that. And the government needs to protect and listen to whistleblowers. This is how you do it. And instead of this, we are getting one lousy deal. We are getting not what most of us paid for. Not me. Not me. I didn't vote for it. Oh, no, you don't. Hey, a magician like me is a little harder to fool than the average progressive. But you must look into the human rights record of this administration, which, in a word, is execrable. Hey, the word for today is execrable. One might as well have called this show One Execrable President. It's a Democrat. This is like breaking my heart. And by my magic tie, I say it's nothing personal. You didn't know about the magic tie. Hey, by my magic tie, it's not personal with this guy, but he is just so fantastically awful as a president. It sends me into a state which can only be expressed visually in the following fugue. Hey, I am so sorry. I was going to morph into Warren G. Harding and then got distracted by my audience. Okay, I blame my audience. Okay, all kidding aside here, let's get down to business. Excuse me, trying to morph here? This is what you do, okay?
Oh, Jesus, it's gone bad. It's gone so horribly, terribly bad. The Barry Logan show's gone bad. Flee, flee, all of you, flee.
The Barry Logan Show has gone bad. His attempt to morph into Warren G. Harding, which is evidently very difficult for Barry, has now caused him to morph into one of his famous nightmare monsters. As his heart breaks over the specter of a Democrat who is raising military spending, committing war crimes, continuing 3 or more wars, humiliating Pakistan, doing directed executions, reserving the right to kill any American. Hey, you should be researching the human rights record of this administration, which has been rated by the Electronic Frontier Foundation as worse than Bush Cheney. And they haven't seen nothing yet. This was some time ago. They hadn't seen nothing yet. Lousy President. That's what we're saying. A lousy President. Play it, brother. Listen to those neurons fire. Those are Barry Logan's neurons. I am so sorry that went bad. Okay, the technology goes bad sometimes. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I give you Warren G. Harding. Now there's one lousy president.
audience, this is Warren G. Harding. Hey, yeah, this is Warren G. Harding, back from the dead. And I want you to know, first of all, that I'm in hell, okay? I did not persecute whistleblowers. I did not send drones out to kill people. I did not continue farming out torture. I did not renege on FISA. I did not do any of the multiple manifold sins that your bloody lousy president did. And yet, I, Warren G. Harding, am known universally to all humankind as one lousy president. I don't think I was half as lousy as the guy you got now, you suckers! You stupid suckers! This is Warren G. Harding, you all go to hell, okay? Yeah, well, so I sucked, alright? Some presidents have to suck, some are born to suck. But I didn't go persecuting whistleblowers, which is one of the most evil things a government can do. Don't you see? It's the sort of thing China can do. Take it from me, Warren G. Harding. It's the sort of thing China would do. Hey, brother. Hey, everybody. Perry Logan invites you to enjoy the final credits and come see Perry Logan shows on the web. Perry Logan has a YouTube channel where you can see entire Perry Logan shows in pretty good qualities. May we recommend you watch it full speed with headphones on and under the influence of no drugs whatsoever. Get down! You are invited to see live shows on the web